Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve. It is Burnley versus Manchester United in the Premier League. This is the match preview, so I'll be going through some stats, the tables, predicted lineup, and some general news around both clubs, mainly obviously United. If you're new to my channel, make sure you smash the sub button if you're a United fan or a football fan in general, because this channel is all about Manchester United match previews, reviews, transfer news, speculation, football manager live stream, and some gaming content on the side. But back to today's news. It is Burnley versus Manchester United, and as always, before I get started, it is gonna be a formation creator. So this is the formation I reckon that we're gonna go for. I think, let me just zoom out just a little bit. Yep, there we go. I think we're gonna go for a 4-2-3-1. Obviously Scott McTominay being injured, so I'm just gonna line it up. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think the goalkeeper position is pretty much sorted. It's going to be De Gea, standard keeper. Right back, I do understand that Wan-Bissaka has played, but I do believe that Young will come in just to give a bit of a respite, because we played like roughly 48 hours ago, just less than 2 days break, you can say. On the left back position, I think Brandon Williams will play. So Williams and Young will be coming in for a bit of a rotation on the wing back positions. And the centre back, I think, is going to be Tuanzebe and Maguire. I do think one of the centre backs will be given a bit of a break. I think I spent Tuanzebe wrong, isn't it? Tuanzebe wrong. So there you go. That's going to be my back line. You can see got a bit of a rotation going on. Burnley is not the hardest of teams, but we'll get to that how we're going to perform. I think Pogba will be back. I think Fred and Pogba will be the partnership in the middle. Yes, I do understand that Matic is back, but I don't think he'll play this game in particular. On the right side, yes, Greenwood had a fantastic game, but being a kid, I think James will come back in. And with Rashford on the other opposite side, him being in fantastic form so far, it's better to play him as much as possible. He was taken off along with Anthony Martial over the Newcastle win, just to give a bit of a respite. And I think in the middle is going to be Lingard starting, because he was on the bench last game. Up front, none other than Mr. Martial. I'll be very surprised if Oli rotates the squad too much. I don't think he'll rotate it as much, but this is my predicted lineup for the match and the formation, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with this lineup? Do you think Oli will go for a couple of more changes? Maybe Mata coming in instead of Lingard, or even Matic instead of Fred? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I do believe that Pogba will make a start, because he was off the bench the last couple of games. Newcastle game, I think, came on in the second half, so there will be, I think, a full match, almost a full match with Pogba, depending on how we do. But this is my predicted lineup. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's look at the table. It's currently, as it stands, we are 7th in the league, 1 point behind 5th and 6th, with Spurs and Sheffield United ahead of us. You can see in the last 5 games we've lost 1 game, drew 1, but won 3. The formation is topsy-turvy, and I think we are genuinely struggling against a low block team. What I mean by low block is the teams that defend deep. I think we play on the counter-attack with pace and power going forward, and clubs like Liverpool, Man City, Spurs, Chelsea, Leicester, the reason why we've kind of beaten them, because they attack teams, and them attacking teams ensures that we are given an opportunity to counter attack, and that's probably why we're getting a lot more success against the so-called top 6. But against the smaller teams, you look at, yes, we had a very good game against Newcastle, but look at Bournemouth, West Ham, Crystal Palace, just to name a few, Everton, even Aston Villa. These are teams that cause us problems because we do not have a plan B. We only play one system, which is hit them on the counter, 4-2-3-1. If teams defend deep, we can't hit them on the counter, right? That's where I think the creative spark is needed to unlock defenses. And Pogba being back, I think, is a very good shout, even though his heart is probably not 100% with United, because he does want to leave. but he still plays, he's still professional, and we've seen glimpses of him over the last couple of games where he came on and that spark he had, the ability to pick out a 20-yard pass or through ball or running forward and rushing in. That's what I believe we will probably undo Burnley. But we'll come to the prediction I predicted. So the stats, as you can see, we haven't beaten God, Burnley, you can see they haven't beaten us since 2009, right? The last time we played against them was in this year, January 2019, where we drew 2-2 at home to Burnley. And then in the same season, last season, on the September 2nd, we lost, or well, we won 2-0 against Burnley. So it does bode well in a sense that a couple of the last few away games we have won. We have won against Burnley. We haven't lost against Burnley for a long time away. So you can see right here, we won 2-0 in 2017, 1-0 in 2018, and 2018 against September, another 2-0 victory. The last time Burnley won was in August 2009. We do generally, looking back on the history and stats, we do generally have a good record against Burnley. And Burnley, the last game, if you can see, they lost narrowly at Goodison Park on Boxing Day, but they have to bounce back immediately as they face United in the derby, Lancashire derby. That is, they have Hendrick coming back, but Wood is looking a doubt, you can say. In terms of the United squad, yes, we came back against a 4-1, Newcastle winning 4-1, but the players that's unavailable is obviously Bailly's injured, Fosu-Mensah, Rojo and McTominay. Dalot and Tuanzebe are doubtful, but I think Tuanzebe will make a bit of a comeback, especially given the amount of games we are playing in a very, very, very short amount of time. Looking at Oli, I think Oli, we can go on a bit of a good run. I think if we end the year on a high, that'll be fantastic. Yes, we've had topsy-turvy season, like a yo-yo season, where we had fantastic results in some weeks, but then the other weeks or other games we've struggled a lot. We struggled a lot against, no disrespect, against smaller teams. You look at dropping points at Bournemouth, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Everton. These are teams that are struggling in the other end of the table. These are just 4 teams that's coming on top of my head. Newcastle away, where we lost 1-0. It shouldn't be happening with the likes of United. I think even if we had 50% win rate against those clubs, I think we'll be well up there, because Chelsea are on a losing streak. You can see in the last 5 games they lost 3 times, and 4th place is a possibility, still a possibility. We are 4 points behind Chelsea, and if Chelsea lose the next game and we win, we will be just 1 point behind. However, you have to understand that Wolves have played 18 times. They play Man City tonight, obviously. But if they were to get a draw or even a win, they'll go above us, and we'll be back into 7th. Looking at if we do end up losing, you got the likes of Crystal Palace, Wolves, who are just a couple of points behind us. I don't think Newcastle will go ahead even if with a win, because they're -9 points. I think goal difference will keep us afloat. But you can see we can drop to as low as 9th position if we lose against Burnley, something that is unacceptable. I don't think we should be losing against the likes, not anymore. We got no more excuses now. Yes, we needed a creative midfielder to unlock defenses, that teams that play with the low block, or as you say, a very low defensive line, and Oli decided not to go against it, or the Glazers did not even give him the funds. Who knows? But it's clear as day that we need another midfielder, 2 midfielders at least. One as a rotational midfielder, so that likes of Fred and McTominay can get a bit of break, and one as a creative spark. So you got Pogba, who's been out for 90% of the season. If we had another creative player, I think we would have got a lot more better results compared to these clubs. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think about the game. My prediction, I reckon, is going to be 2-0 to United. I think we are going to carry on with the form that we're in. Burnley in the last 5 games, they lost 3-1 twice. They are languishing pretty low. However, if they win, they'll be just 1 point behind us. It is such a close call between 5th and 5th and 12th, like only like 5 points difference. So anything can happen, and we are going into the New Year's and with so much high expectation. I think if we can get a run of games together now that Pogba is back, yes, he might makes a huge difference. I don't care what anyone says. If we can get 3-4 runs together, winning, we'll be in touching distance. I won't be surprised given that way that Chelsea are playing, given the way that Chelsea are losing games. They lost 7 times already this season. I wouldn't be surprised that we overtake them. The 4th position is such an important position to get into the Champions League. I think that's very important for the club's philosophy, the club's development, the potential pull of the transfers in the future. Imagine having a Champions League football. You can go for the likes of Sancho, who want to come. And we all know that. I think there was murmurs going around that the reason why he didn't come last season because we failed to go into the Champions League. And I don't blame them. Why would you want to swap Champions League football for UEFA Cup football? Dortmund's such a fantastic club. In terms of the 3rd place, I don't think that's way above us. I think this is gonna be the top 3. They're gonna be fighting out their own little battles. Liverpool are in the league of their own, but I think it's the 4th place where everyone's gonna be kind of pushing. But then again, if United are having a yo-yo season, it can only get worse. I just hope we do not drop the ball against Burnley. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what your prediction is. Let me know if we're gonna rotate heavily on this squad, that my predicted lineup. Do you think Rashford will start? Do you think Martial will start? Do you think even Fred will start? Do you think Fred will be given a bit of a break and give Matic a bit of run up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the match review after the game tomorrow. And stay far, Simple as that. Sorry, forgot my words. It's not coming, guys. Too early in the morning. Take care, guys.